I started with $0 and built a business that makes over 6 figures a month with just AI. Here's how I did it. Step no. 1. Find your niche. First thing first, what are we going to do? I decided I wanted to start an e-commerce store, but not just any store. I wanted to sell products related to artificial intelligence. I know this is super broad, but trust me, this is going to make sense in just a second. The reason why I chose this niche is because it was something I was extremely interested in, and I knew there was a large audience of people who were also interested. The best part is that it's a relatively new space. So it meant there wasn't too much competition yet, and we could get in early before everyone else does. Now that I had my niche, it was time to find a product to sell. I want you to hear this. It took me less than 5 minutes to find this product because of a tool called Midjourney. Now, for those of you who don't know, Midjourney is an AI tool that can generate pretty much any image from a text prompt. I hopped onto Midjourney and typed in the phrase, "T-shirt designs for AI lovers." Now, I didn't have to come up with these ideas myself, or pay someone else to come up with them. In just a few seconds, I had dozens of unique T-shirt design ideas that would appeal to the exact audience that I was looking for. After going through all of the generated images, there was one in particular that really stood out to me, and I thought that it had real potential. And here it is right here. Now, before we move on to step number 3, I need you to smash that subscribe button. More than 90% of you watching don't actually have a subscription. So go ahead and hit that button if you want to see exactly how I launched this store and the results that I got. Step 2, create your store. The next step is to set up your store. And luckily, this part doesn't take very long at all, since I already had my product idea. It was pretty simple to just head over to Printify and upload the design that I got from Midjourney. For those of you who don't know, Printify allows you to create a store and sell products without ever having to see or touch the product yourself. They essentially act like a middleman between you and the customer, and they ship the product directly to them. But the best part is that you don't need to pay for anything up front. You only need to pay for the marketing, and that's it. After uploading the design, all that's left to do is name your store, connect it to your payment processor, and then choose a domain name. Once everything was connected, my store was live and ready to go. But I knew that I needed to drive some traffic to it if I wanted to make any sales. And this brings us into step no. 3. Step no. 3. Drive traffic using social media. There's 2 ways to drive traffic to your store. You could run paid ads, or you could use organic methods like social media. This is what I decided to do because it's completely free and it's something that I am really good at. If you're not good at this, don't worry. Paid ads probably aren't going to work anyway, because they do unusually work unless you have a big budget behind them. But don't worry, there is a loophole around this. I'll talk about this later in the video. So my strategy was simple. I decided to create reels on Instagram and TikTok that appealed to people who would buy AI-related products. But you might be thinking, great, Alex, but how do I know what kind of reels I should be making? Well, this is where ChatGPT comes in. If you guys don't know, ChatGPT is a free AI chatbot that anyone can sign up for. I asked ChatGPT to give me a list of trending reels that would appeal to people who love artificial intelligence, and here's what it spit out. It gave me 5 different ideas that I could try and do on my page. Then I picked the idea that I liked most and tried to put my own spin on it. After doing this a couple of times, I realized that I didn't need ChatGPT to help me. I was able to come up with my own ideas just by knowing my audience and what they like. Each reel that I posted was focused on getting people into my store. And every once in a while, I would drop a link to my store in the description of the reel so that people could check it out. One of the reels that I made was about how you could use AI to generate album covers. I didn't show my face in the video, and I didn't show any complicated stuff. I just showed people how easy it is to use Midjourney to generate images, and then I dropped my link in the description. Within 24 hours, I made $278.56, and this is what kept me going. Kept me motivated to post even more reels and promote my store. Within a few weeks, I was posting multiple reels a day, and I was making hundreds of dollars each day. And here's a little secret. I didn't even have to show my face in the videos. I was able to get all of these results by simply using stock footage. But there were definitely some downsides to this method. It took a lot of time. I was spending at least 10 hours a day working on this. And the other problem was consistency. Some days I would make thousands of dollars, and other days I would make no money at all. It was really difficult to keep up, and it was tough to scale. But you know what? I didn't care. I was making way more money than I ever thought I would, and I was having fun doing it. I continued to grow my account and make money for another couple of months. But eventually, I got bored of making reels. I'd become successful with it, and it just didn't seem fun anymore. But you know what? I'm not complaining. I made tens of thousands of dollars using this method. It taught me a lot of things that I wouldn't have learned otherwise. It helped me learn how to market products, how to create a brand, and most importantly, how to use AI tools to make money. So if you want to follow in my footsteps and start making money with AI, here are a few things to keep in mind. Don't be afraid to experiment with different AI tools to find what works best for you. I've been using Midjourney, ChatGPT, and Stable Diffusion almost every day since I first discovered them. And each one has its own strengths and weaknesses. Midjourney is great for generating images, ChatGPT is great for generating text, and Stable Diffusion is great for generating audio. But the most important thing to keep in mind is to find what works best for you and your niche. Don't try to force yourself to use certain tools if they're not working out for you. Instead, spend time experimenting with different tools until you find the perfect combination. And remember, it takes time to master these tools. Don't expect to become an expert overnight. Spend time learning the ins and outs of each tool and practice using them until you feel comfortable. The more you use these tools, the better you'll become at using them, and the more money you'll make with them. And finally, don't give up. It takes time and effort to build a successful business, especially when you're working with AI. But if you're willing to put in the work, the sky's the limit. So if you want to learn more about how to use AI to make money, make sure to stay tuned for more updates. I'm constantly sharing new strategies and tips that will help you take your AI journey to the next level. And remember, if I can do it, so can you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Thanks for watching and good luck on your AI journey.